Kristen Selvage, joined by number 19, Chrissy Bafuto, number 1, Jessica Pandoff, and number 18, Jill Murray. Coach, if you could, start us out with some thoughts. First of all, congratulations on the victory and playing tomorrow, but your thoughts about the game today.
Well, I'm really excited that we kind of listened to the game plan, stayed composed. We knew from the last time we saw them that they would probably face guard us, and so we came up with some pretty creative and tricky ways to get them out of their face guard situation, and that really helped us early in the game take a lead. We knew they weren't going to fall asleep on us and just give up, so we knew we'd have to fight hard, and they really made it a great match and a very, very respectable match. We had to fight very hard today. But very proud of the performance, like a lot of players scoring on offense, our defense doing a stellar job, and Chrissy really just backing them up in the cage was just on point today.
All right, questions?
Jessica, you guys have a lightning delay.
Mm-hmm.
Were you anticipating that maybe some people might be sluggish and just go ahead and attack? Because it didn't seem like it bothered you at all.
Not really. In the past, we actually had like situations where teams showed up late, and we actually played one of the best games in our lives. And we don't really, adversity doesn't really affect us at all. So we really came out strong.
What were you seeing? But was it just kind of the game plans you had? You were executing it early. That you were
Yeah, I mean, we knew that there's a chance they're going to face guard me and 2 other girls. At least 3 of us. We've seen them do it to us before. So we really, in practice, we came up with this plan that we were going to do, and it actually worked. So we were really excited about that, and worked on the first play that we did. So, yeah.
They came back a little bit at the end of the first half, and then they had that little run in the middle. What changed during those 2 stretches when they got back into the game?
When we got back up?
When they got back up.
Oh, when they got back up?
Yeah. No, they weren't up. But
Yeah.
She doesn't remember.
Well, I think when
may not be a good question.
Well, when they got back up, I think it kind of made us want to, like, not let them get back up on us and kind of put them back in their place almost, I guess.
What changed? When they had those little streaks, and then you guys came back and got your goals back. What did you think? What did you guys change, or was it just?
Well, okay, I'll pick this one up. Well, like last year, excuse me, obviously they came back and we went into overtime with them. So this year we really made it a point where they started having those goals back. We really didn't let them come back at all. We really picked it up and took control of the game. So I think that's what we really did. It's more of a mental thing, I think, that we got over.
They were firing a lot of shots. They weren't a lot necessarily on you. Did it feel like if you were getting peppered through the whole game? It seemed to me the game was more down on their side of the goal, and I looked at the stats and I said they were just firing away at you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed that they were firing a lot. It felt like I was constantly had to be ready, which is something I knew coming into this game. They like to shoot from far out, and they'll pretty much shoot anything. So coming into the game, I knew I had to be ready at all times. So I was pretty ready for that. But like they said, like they shoot it from everywhere with a lot of power, which that's a nice, powerful shot they have. But yeah, I felt like there was a lot coming at me with the game.
Coach, you said the adjustments that you were making, was that from when you played them earlier in the season or from last year?
Earlier in the season, we went based on their personnel that they and what they did with their defense earlier in the season, and we also were making adjustments on the draw and making sure we were hungry on the center draw. And in the end, I think that's what won the game for us, is that in the second half we started to win the draw quite a bit and win possession of it quite a bit, and that gave us a lot more confidence.
Was it a little more even the last time you played on the draw?
Yeah, it was. It was much more even. I think we won just 1 more than they did, so we really did a great job.
Chrissy, bigger the game, better you play. Last year during the national semifinals, your best game, and you've just kind of really used that momentum over the last year. Just talk about that, your confidence on the biggest stage. Every time you're faced with it, you play better.
I think it really comes out. I say this about our team all the time. The more pressure and the more of a big game it is, like we really play up to the game. And when the girls in front of me have so much energy, like I say this too all the time, like as a goalie in your cage, I could feel everybody around me's energy when they're running around, and I feed off of that. And I think when big games like that, I feed off their energy, and I think it just helps me play at a higher level.
talking about that energy, how much confidence is the defense giving you in front of you? They've been just lights out all season.
No, they're awesome. I sing the highest praises of my defense in front of me. Like I always say, like I only play as well as they play, and they're amazing. They're so good. Like I just love them. They're great defenders. So much confidence. They're great. I love them.
Jess, it's seemed almost like you've played possessed this entire season, but starting with the PSAC semifinal, your game's just elevated to another level that we haven't seen. What's motivating you right now?
Basically, I mean, this is our last hurrah. So, I mean, tomorrow's gonna be our last game. All three of us, including the 7 other of us, or 6 other of us, 6 of us, our last season. And I think last year we got a taste of something, and this year we really made it a point that to take game by game, and we finally got to the place that we wanted to get to. I think that's the most important thing.
Kristen, buried beneath it, this is your 200th win at Lock Haven. Everything you've accomplished this season in your career, being a Lock Haven alum, that has to feel real special. What's that mean to you, 200 wins at your alma mater?
Well, it's twice as special that it is at my alma mater, and that an alum is doing that with me. It's we wouldn't do it without Katie McConnell helping our defense and guiding that ship. So it's kind of a joint effort, and I feel very selfish taking all that credit, even though I've been the one that's here for the 200. This season in general, our defense wouldn't be as fine-tuned and as beautiful, and it's a balanced offense and a balanced defense, so we're really proud of that. That's something, we brought a whole nother level of offense to this season compared to last season, defense has just gotten even better and better, but that's like, being at your alma mater is the most special thing on the planet. And feeling that love and seeing your alums come back like they did today, and hearing that crowd like it was today, all of Haven Nation on our side, we knew it had to be our day.
Jill, talk about that crowd a little bit. What was that like to play in front of so many Lock Haven fans here in Salem? Was that special?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's like a lot of our best friends from school came and played, and it's so cool having our alumni come and playing, because like some of them didn't have the chance to be able to be in the position that we are today. So I know a lot of us said that we were playing for the alumni before the game, so we could do what they weren't able to.
My last question, Coach. You haven't lost in a year since you played the Delphi National Championship last year. What are you going to say to the team? How are you going to motivate them for tomorrow?
I don't need to say much. They want this more than I do. I mean, trust me, I want it, but I learned a long time ago from a really great coach that coached me a long time at Lock Haven that when your athletes want it more than you, it can really happen, and when you want it more than them, it can be a scary thing. So I put them in the driver's seat now because they're hungry, and that's like one of the biggest biggest lessons I've ever learned as a coach was when they're in the driver's seat, they can kind of do anything they want. And so we'll coach them, we'll sub them, we'll find the starting lineup, we'll get them water breaks, we'll give them timeouts, we'll call for the stick checks, but they know what they want, they know how to do it, they have the strategy, we've already figured all of that out, we just got to go after it and get it.
About a little bit more about tomorrow. Can I feel that if you did what you needed to do this season, that this would be the team that you'd be taking on again next year, or this year? I mean, a low scoring type of game like that is that team able to? Would it be able to get a low scoring game against that offense this year again, you think?
I think that the key to tomorrow is us producing on offense quicker than we did last year, and I think we know exactly how to do that. We figured it out a little bit too late last year, and so we're going to get the ball moving, and we're going to have cutters flying everywhere, and we're going to make them on their toes, and our defense is going to stay the same as we always have, and that's just how it's going to be. It's going to be a battle. We're just not going to give up anything. We want it too badly.
Is it nice to be able to have them on your mind again now?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have tried to play it one game at a time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like we said, that's the last time we lost was to Delphi, and I think everything, even in my life, everything happened for a reason. And this year, obviously, it's so weird how everything planned out this year against Rollins, and then we get to see Delphi again. So it's really exciting.
Anything else? All right, great. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.